Hi, in this video, I'll show you how to create an image slider with a page indicator in Flutter. We'll use the popular Carousel slider package and add animated dot indicators at the bottom. Let's dive in, opening pubspec.yaml and adding the Carousel slider dependency. This is a convenient and popular package for creating horizontal carousels with support for auto-scrolling and other features. We can omit the version number so that Flutter automatically picks the most suitable one. Run pub get to let Flutter download this dependency. Next, we go to main.dart. Here, I declare the main method, which is the entry point of our app. Inside, I call runapp. I'll pass it the MyApp widget, which we haven't created yet. Let's create it right now. This will be a regular stateless widget. At its core will be Material App. Here, we pass a title and a home parameter. To home, we'll pass the Carousel example widget, which we also haven't created yet. Let's take care of that now. We'll make it stateful, since we need to track the state to properly display the indicator below the slider. You'll understand everything soon. Here, we first declare a list of type string to store our images. We could use local images too, but for this tutorial, I'll show you how to use images from the internet. Here, we pass the URLs of our images. I'll use a placeholder image website, but you can replace them with your own pictures. I'll start with a standard structure, returning a scaffold to provide a full-screen layout with UI elements, adding an app bar with a title like Image Slider. This is optional but makes it look cleaner. In the body, I place a center with our slider. Now we add Carousel Slider, which is the main widget from the package. It takes two main parameters, items and options. In items, I pass a list of widgets that will be displayed as slides. In our case, it's a list of images, each placed in a container to add padding and corner rounding. This is done using the map method to loop through the list and return a new list of widgets. Here's how it looks. We pass an anonymous function to the map method with one parameter item. Since our list is of type string, item will also be a string. Next, we return a container. We give it a margin, say 5 pixels on each side, then the decoration parameter. Here we round the corners, for example, with a radius of 10. And pass the image itself. This is done using the decoration image class. It has an image parameter, where we pass a network image object. If we were using local images, we'd use asset image instead. We pass our item as the URL. Don't forget to also set fit so the image scales properly. After that, we call to list, because map returns an iterable, but we need a list. That way, we loop through each element and transform it into a container with an image. Now the fun part, slider settings through the options parameter. We pass a carousel options object here, where we configure the carousel's behavior and appearance. First, height. This is the height of the slider on the screen. I set it to 250 pixels, for example, so it doesn't take up the whole screen but is still large enough. Next, autoplay. This enables automatic slide transitions. Slides will change on their own without swiping. Then, autoplay interval. I pass a duration of 3 seconds. This parameter sets the interval between slides. So, every 3 seconds, a new slide will appear. Autoplay animation duration. This is how long the transition animation lasts. I set it to 800 milliseconds. Not too fast, not too slow. The enlarge center page parameter makes the current slide slightly larger than the others. This creates a focus effect, like it's closer to us. A very nice visual touch. Aspect ratio. This is the aspect ratio of the carousel. I usually use 16:9. If you leave it default, it might look too square. 16:9 is the standard ratio like videos or phone screens. Next, viewport fraction. I pass 0.8. This means each slide takes up 80% of the screen width. This leaves some space on the sides to show neighboring slides, which helps with orientation. Let's run it and see what we've got. As we can see, we have a beautiful slider that plays automatically, but we can also swipe through slides manually. Now, let's add the indicator below the slider. First, declare a variable of type int that will store the index of the current slide. By default, it will be 0. Next, we remove the center widget and wrap our carousel in a column. We pass the main axis alignment parameter with the value center. This centers everything vertically. Next, we add a sized box with a height of 16 pixels for spacing. After that, I create a row where we display as many dots as we have images. To do this, we iterate through our list of image URLs. But not just using map. The thing is, we also need to know the index of each element, and regular map doesn't provide that. So we go another route. First, we convert our list to a map using asMap. This gives us a map where the value is the URL and the key is its index in the list. Now we access the values using entries, and here we can use map to go through them. Each dot is a small container styled as a circle. Its size is 12 by 12. We also add margin, 4 pixels on each side. Then the decoration field. Here, we first set the shape to make it circular. Additionally, if the index matches the current one, the color will be blue, otherwise gray. We access the index via the key field. Don't forget to call to list. However, right now, our variable doesn't change when the slide changes, so the indicator also doesn't update. To fix that, we need the onPage changed parameter. This is a function that's called every time the user swipes to the next slide, or when it changes automatically. It takes 2 parameters, index and reason. Index tells us the new slide position, and reason shows how the change occurred, manually, automatically, or via controller. Here, inside setState, we update the value of our variable. SetState is needed so the UI refreshes. And finally, let's not forget to center our row, just like the column. That's it. We've built a beautiful smooth slider with autoplay and an interactive indicator. You can easily add more slides, custom animations, or captions. The Carousel slider package makes this super simple. If you liked the tutorial, give it a like, subscribe, and definitely write in the comments what you'd like to see in the next video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next Flutter Guides.